No way. Apologies, guys. I'm a little bit sick. I'm under the weather, but let's get through this. Eze to Arsenal deal agreed. What? I don't feel sick anymore. I really don't feel sick anymore. Literally an hour ago, we've been told that Arsenal approaching Crystal Palace for Eze. Eze wants to join Arsenal. And 1 hour later, David Ornstein with another bomb. Man, this guy, he's back-to-back bombs on the same night. That is absolutely fantastic, man. This is what he's had to say. Arsenal reached agreement in principle with Crystal Palace to sign EBERECHI Eze. Deal worth around expired 68 million release clause. So we are still going to pay that money either way. Matching what Tottenham were ready to pay. Personal terms clause plus 27-year-old plays for Crystal Palace on Thursday before Arsenal medical. We're already talking about medicals. Eze is going to be an Arsenal player. I did not expect that. That has come out of nowhere. I think this is the most shocking deal we've ever made. This reminds me of the Ozil one on deadline day back in 2013, because I expected this player was already joining Tottenham. We had already given up on this player. He was already joining Tottenham. And all of a sudden, on the same night that he's supposed to be joining Tottenham, he's joining Arsenal. Absolutely fantastic. This is what David Ornstein has had to say on the article. Arsenal have an agreement in principle with Crystal Palace to sign EBERECHI Eze. He goes on to say the deal is worth in the region of this expired 68 million pounds. Which is 78 million euros, matching the level of fee Tottenham Hotspur were prepared to pay. Personal terms are close to being finalized, and the 27-year-old is expected to play for Palace in the Conference League game on Thursday before undergoing a medical with the North London club. The deal is done. EBERECHI is going to be an Arsenal player. He's just going to play tomorrow. I don't think I've ever watched a Conference League qualifier game. I think I'm going to watch that game tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to be tuning into Crystal Palace against Fredrikstad. I know the team, but I can't pronounce the name. I've never seen them play before. I just know about their name, but they're playing against a team called Fredrikstad. I'm going to be watching that game. Crystal Palace against Fredrikstad, that is the game of the week. That is the game of the week. I'll be watching that game. EBERECHI Eze is going to be an Arsenal player. It's done. It is done. He goes on to say the operation was executed by Arsenal sporting director Andrea Bata and vice chairman Tim Lewis. Do not disrespect my sporting director again. I saw your comments. I saw you guys comments saying he's not done anything. Nah, I said I'm going to judge at the end of the transfer window, and that is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to say anything until the end of the transfer window. And Vice Chairman Tim Lewis, I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate the two of you. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate it so much. Eze is set to become Arsenal's 7th signing of what has been a busy first summer window under Bata since his arrival from Atletico Madrid. We've never made 7 signings in one transfer window, I don't think. When was the last time we made that many signings in a transfer window? I think maybe it was 5 or 6 in 2011. We've never made 7 signings. I wanted 5. I was expecting 4 this transfer window. I thought we were going to get a striker, either Gyökeres or Sesko. I thought we were going to go for a left winger, maybe a backup goalkeeper. And then I was thinking maybe a midfielder or a defender. So at that point, I didn't know that we were going to lose a few players, and I didn't know some other players were going to leave the team. I didn't know, we were going to end up going for other positions. I didn't think we were going to lose both Jorginho and Partey in midfield. Like, a lot has happened since then. So at most, I was expecting 5 players, but you've ended up signing 7. And some of those signings, man, Gyökeres, Mendy, Eze, these are top class signings, man. This is a 9 out of 10 transfer window, probably even a 10. I wouldn't even be, too mad if we went for a 10 out of 10. Goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga, defender Christian Mosquera, amazing backups. Midfielders Martin Zubimendi and Christian Nogard, winger Noni Madueke and striker Victor Gyökeres have all moved to the Emirates Stadium. The move for Eze, who was a boyhood Arsenal fan and played for the club's academy, follows the injury for Kai Havertz, who is being assessed and could be set for a spell on the sidelines. Eze joined Palace from QPR in the summer of 2020. He's been very good for them in those 5 years. In a deal worth 17 million, so a big profit for them, and has made 169 appearances for the South London club, scoring 40 goals. Arsenal are huge admirers of EBERECHI Eze's talent. The club initially explored a move for Eze when negotiations with Ethan Waneri. I think he meant contract negotiations with Ethan Waneri at a delicate stage. Waneri at a delicate. Sorry, once Waneri agreed a deal, Arsenal's interest waned, and they focused on other areas of the squad. Throughout, Arsenal have held concerns over price. They have been loath to meet a Palace valuation in the region of 60 million. Their pressing need for attacking reinforcements, particularly in the light of Havertz's injury, may change things. Arsenal are still awaiting the full prognosis for Havertz, but if he is to be absent for a considerable period, it will weaken their attack. Eze is not a direct replacement for Havertz, but his signing would potentially free up the likes of Mikel Merino and Trossard to fill in at centre forward until the German international returns. Listen, this deal does a lot for us, It means we can use Trossard as a backup for Gyökeres. It means we can have competition for Martinelli on the left side. It means we can have competition for Odegaard in the 10. It means, listen, we have a good right side with Odegaard and Saka and Ben White and Timber. Those players usually play very well with each other. Maybe what Martinelli needs is someone like an Eze, for those through passes on the left side. Maybe if Eze and Martinelli play together, maybe Martinelli becomes a better player. Who knows? It's absolutely fantastic news for a player like Gyökeres. He's now not going to only get the chances from the right side. No, he's going to have a certain EBERECHI Eze, one of the best, attacking midfielders in the league, creating from the left side as well for him. We don't have to use the right side all the time. All of a sudden now you have on the left side, we have a Calafiori you can push forward. We have an Eze there. That side with Declan Rice as well. That side all of a sudden looks fantastic as well. We don't have to use Madueke on the left side. We can use him as a backup for Saka, allow Saka to be rested in most of the games as well. Like this does a lot for us. Believe me, this is a huge deal. This is not like 1, 2, 3 good things. This is like 20 good things in one. Transitions. Did you see how we are transitioning against Man United and struggling? This guy will change that for us. He'll be helping us to transition quicker, he'll help us create more chances, pick out the correct last pass. Him and Madueke on the same pitch with Saka with that pace, it would be fantastic. Aside from Eze's obvious quality, there's an emotional component for Arsenal fans. Eze is a boyhood Arsenal fan who was part of the club's academy. Welcome back home. He's coming home. He's coming home. Eze is coming home. Come on. All of a sudden, I like that song now. England, thank you for that song. He's coming home. He really is. I'm so happy. He goes on to say, throw in the prospect of beating Spurs to his signing. Who would forget about that? We beat Tottenham to the signing of Eze. They thought they were signing him. Hey, listen, Tottenham. We are neighbors. We do not want to hurt Tottenham. You guys are our neighbors. You guys are the Europa League champions. We have a deal for you. We don't want to leave you guys just like that. We can give you a midfielder. We can give you Albert Sambi Lokonga, one of the best midfielders in terms of talent. Ask Luton. He was this close to keeping Luton in the league. Now, he's not going to start at Arsenal because, we have different ideas. Not because he's a bad player. No. Lokonga is one of the top midfielders in the league. We do not want to use him because we're using different tactics. But at Tottenham, he'd fit. I'm imagining Sa. His name is not Ismail Sa, but whatever his name is, I've forgotten his name. This is a player that would play really well with Sa, and your talents in midfield, players like Bagval. Bagval and Lokonga, absolutely fantastic. So 25 million for Albert Sambi Lokonga, and I'd still consider Tottenham for another Champions League run. So Tottenham, we are neighbors. We don't want to leave you like that. Just, give us a bit of money for Lokonga, and you can have the player. EBERECHI Eze to Arsenal. Sol Campbell vibes. He was going to Tottenham. He was a Tottenham player. EBERECHI Eze was a Tottenham player. My voice is now completely going, but who cares? The little that we have, let's talk about Eze joining Arsenal. Let's talk about Eze joining Arsenal, because that is what we've been waiting for. So that has come from David Austin. Arsenal reached agreement in principle with Crystal Palace to sign EBERECHI Eze deal worth around expired 68 million release clause. This is what Fabrizio's had to say. Crystal Palace accept tonight 60 million package from Arsenal for EBERECHI Eze, agreement club to club. Arsenal finalizing contract terms with Eze, with player keen on joining Arsenal. Once a Ghana, always a Ghana. He's coming back home. He's coming home. He's coming home. Eze is coming home. Let's go. EBERECHI Eze. Let us. man. We're actually signing Gyökeres as this guy's in the same transfer window. A player who can play as a left winger, a player who can also play as a left 8, a player who can also play as a 10, a player with Premier League experience, a player who's friends with Saka and Madueke and all these guys, a player who doesn't have to move too far from London. He settles in right away and he plays against Liverpool next week. Arsenal finalizing contract terms with Eze, with player keen on joining us. Fantastic. Sam C also says, Eberechi Eze's dream has always been to join Arsenal. This is your home, buddy. Welcome back home. Forget about Tottenham. No one cares about the Europa League and all that. Bring this guy to Arsenal. And we're not leaving Tottenham like that. We're giving them Lokonga. We're not just leaving them like that. No. We are giving them Albert Sambi Lokonga, a very good player who can fit in their midfield. We're not leaving them like that. No. Eberechi Eze is a gunner. He comes back to us, so that is why he needs to be. 68 million, I think, is worth it. If I was Crystal Palace, I'd probably want more. He's very good. You saw his free kick the other day. He's going to play. That player is going to play for Arsenal. What does it remind me of? This is what it reminds me of. Sol Campbell and Arsene Wenger. This time it's going to be Mikel Arteta and Eberechi Eze. Now, that is an AI photo, obviously, so it's not as clear as possible, but we're going to wait for the real thing. Fantastic picture. Fantastic picture. Eberechi Eze to Arsenal. It is happening, guys. It is happening. Arsenal and Crystal Palace have agreed the deal. The medical is actually going to happen. Eberechi Eze is going to be an Arsenal player. One more time. He's coming home. He's coming home. Eze is coming home. Come on.